Welcome back to part 2 of my tips for solo filming as a journalist. Again, this information can be used for a wide variety of creators. Whatever I say, you can apply it. But again, this is for journalists. Before we continue, you already know me. My name is Kaelyn Ryan. My name is Kaelyn Ryan. My name is Kaelyn Ryan. Say it with me. Kaelyn. Yeah, you guys sound awesome. My name is Kaelyn Ryan, and I am the next face of media, daytime, that girl, your girl. Well, not your girl, but you know what I mean. I'm just the next. Fill in the blank. Fill in the blank. Okay. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, we're gonna start with something that's very obvious, but it can go over our heads. Tip number 1 for this video would be check your wardrobe. If you go on Google, you can type in what are the best colors for camera, what looks best on camera, what colors pair well on television. Like, you can do your own research. Little things that I can remember right now is that the color blue captures extremely well on camera, and if you're trying to stand out and look your best, blue's probably the best color. They express that you should stay away from prints and patterns because that does too much. Sometimes white can be drowned out on camera and it doesn't do too much for you as much as you think it would. So to avoid white, depending on, I guess, the lighting, because I think white looks good on my complexion, and I'm gonna try it in one of the future videos I do, but you know, it's just being aware and cognizant of what people have said works and doesn't work, okay? You need to self-tape. Prior. So if you have an outfit, you like how it looks, you think you look amazing, set the camera up at the distance in which you'll be covered. If it's from the torso up, if it's from the kneecaps up, if it's from all the way at the bottom, all the way to the top, if you're getting every bit of your outfit, check it out. How do you like how your shoes look? How do you like how those pants are fitting you? Is that dress flattering? Are you bloated that day? Is the midsection doing something that it usually shouldn't be doing? You feel me? Do you look pregnant at the moment and you're not? Like, that sucks, you know? Talking about congratulations, I'm not pregnant. Like, leave me alone. So yeah, like, is it flattering? Don't just think outfit, yes, I'm about to kill it, I'm about to get to the location, put it on for the first time, and you're like, ooh. Or you think you're jamming. Oh, this is the worst feeling. You think you're killing it. You think you did so well, and you probably did. You get home to edit, and every take nearly is unflattering. You didn't notice how that top was, you didn't notice how it hugged around the mid. You didn't notice how, it's a low feeling. It's a low feeling. So again, check between takes how things are looking so you can adjust accordingly. Don't just film straight through and be like, okay, I'm good. No, stop, look, be like, okay, I don't like how my hair looks there. Let me refilm that. Okay, I can stand more to the left. I could do all that, especially if you're solo. You don't have nobody there to tell you you're good or not. So be your own backup, okay? Tip number 2 is pretty obvious as well, but again, we can forget if we're busy, stressed out, or just trying to get to a location. Be sure that all your technology, all your devices are charged up. From your Bluetooth batteries, from your phone, from your camera, all of it. If you're utilizing your computer, your laptop, make sure that it's charged up. Don't get to the location, you commuted, you drove, you figured it out, you got access and entry to the event, whatever it might be, and then you're sitting there like 12%. And yes, you can charge your phone. Yes, you can charge your camera. But what content and opportunities are you missing at that moment while you're, trying to re-up? We should have already been up, so we didn't have to re. Yeah. Also, when it comes to preparation, make sure that you bring water. Sounds obvious, but I've done a lot of taping without a lick of water. Who do I think I am? I don't know. Passing out is not sexy. And if it becomes sexy, then I might be runner up. You feel me? But definitely water is needed. You spend a lot of time thinking and speaking and moving, and you underestimate the amount of work you're actually doing. When I talk a lot, I feel like my eyebrows go up and it may not look like crazy to y'all, but I feel like it's working a certain not even a muscle. I don't know. It's working something in here, and then my head starts to, like, oh, you're doing a lot. You talking today. So then I get like a headache, and it's like, personal problems. Sorry. Make sure that you eat a really good meal. If you're the type of person that looks a certain way after you eat a meal, eat afterwards, but make sure you're hydrated, or just make sure you beefed up on great energy sources, fruit, vegetables, whatever have you, a protein shake in the morning, so that you can push through the content, not looking lethargic, not looking tired, because the worst thing is when you have 3 or 4 more takes and you're sitting there like, at this location, this, in 1864, blah, blah, blah. What? Your viewers can see that you are not into it. Why the heck should they be listening to your story? Why? I'll wait. Okay, so make sure you're charged up physically, and make sure you charged up inanimately. Hey, you get it? Inanimate objects. Anyway, whatever. Next point. The last point for this video, point number 3, is go for that interview. It's already stressful enough to walk around with your tripod, to walk around with mics hanging, cords and wires, to walk around with your phone. They probably already saw you filming down the block, and here you come walking down their block, and they're like, what this girl doing? What's she here for? What's she about? Or they want to be all up in the mix, but you don't want to talk to them. You're trying to find subjects, interviews, and sound bites to help build a better story, okay? It can be nerve-wracking. People are usually 9 out of 10 times minding their own business, out for coffee, out to eat, minding their own, and they didn't consider being interviewed that day. So I'm not gonna lie and say this part is easy, but I lead with kindness, a smile, introducing myself, telling them I am a journalist and that I am covering said story. Depending on where they are. I was trying to get a story. That was very rude. I was trying to get a story on beauty supplies and then being closed down in Inglewood. Still might do that story, but when I went in, they were busy. They looked like they didn't want to be bothered, some of them. But what did I have to do? I had to walk up, present myself, and tell them, hey, you're a beauty supply owner, or you're an employee, or you're a consumer. Are you interested in speaking your piece on the cancellations and the closings or the da-da-da-da? How do you feel about it? Here's another key, y'all. Ideally, you'd get them on camera. Viewers can see the voice of who's speaking. But to make them more comfortable, I don't just say, hey, can I film you? No, I say, are you willing to lend any insight, a soundbite to my package? You don't even have to be on camera. I could just use the mic. You can go unnamed as well, whatever you feel comfortable with. Give them those options so that they can feel as if, okay, yeah, I can give a soundbite. You can write down what I feel about this. You can do this, but don't use my name. Or yeah, you can use my name. I just don't want to be on camera today. Like, give them those options. Just don't say, hey, do you want to be interviewed for what? No, get out of my face. No, I'm good. Huh? But if you give them options, they're like, you know what? Yeah, I actually do feel this way, and the community could benefit from blah, blah, blah. Speaking to the mic a bit. Thank you so much. You take that, you put it into your story, and bada bing, bada boom. You're good. But again, use discretion, be safe. You are solo. If you have a gut feeling that someone's not to be approached, or you're being followed, or whatever have you, you just gotta leave the premises. That interview doesn't matter that much. You can either come back another day, you can find more research to build your story. Yeah, but do go for it, but use discretion. That about wraps up part 2 of my tips and tricks for solo filming, specifically as a journalist. I do have more videos like this coming out. If you guys are interested, please leave comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts. If these tips were helpful, or any tips you can give me, you know? I've been doing this for some time now, but you're supposed to always be a student. So just let me know some tips that I can include, or that I can better explain going forward in other videos. But until next time, remember, Jesus loves you. Give him a try. It'll be the best decision you've literally ever made in your life. Now that I would never be wrong about. Some other stuff, fact check me. Might be wrong. I'm not credible. Sure, I don't care. But Jesus, the name itself is just, it's convincing enough. So yeah, just give him a try, y'all. But yeah, without further ado, You guys have a great day, a great night, a great evening, whenever you're watching this video. Okay? Yeah. I'll see you guys in another video.